Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm doing a gray smoky eye for the daytime with a sort of peachy nude lip. And I used two eyeshadow palettes. I used my Vice 3 palette as well as my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow couture palette. Now I know that the Vice palette is limited edition and is no longer available anymore, but I did just use a silver glittery eyeshadow as well as a matte silver, and you can find those in a lot of palettes. It doesn't have to be in this one. However, the Anastasia one is still currently available, so if you want to get your hands on that, you can. Now if you want to see how you get this look, please keep watching. Okay, now starting off with the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer, and this is just going to be my primer for the eyeshadows. For this eye look, I'm going to be using both my Vice 3 palette as well as the Anastasia eyeshadow couture palette. Now, first off, we're going to be taking this light shade. This is called Soft Peach. With the fluffy brush, I'm just setting that concealer. Next, I'm taking the shade Morocco and putting that into the crease. And blending it upwards. Now I'm going to be picking up more of the Soft Peach shade and just blending out the edges of that Morocco shade. Now I'm going to be picking up the shade Downfall from the Vice palette and putting that above that Morocco shade just to blend it out a little bit better. Going back into the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette and picking up the shade Fudge, which is a dark brown chocolate shade. And with the tapered crease brush, I'm just going to be putting that. And now picking up this gray shade right here. This is in the shade Divine. This is just like a dark charcoal gray. And I'm just going to be patting that all over the lid. Blending out the edges of that gray shade. The shade Angel, which is this shimmery taupe gray color. I'm just going to be applying that on the lower lash line. And just taking the shade Truth, which is a pastel-y pink color, and just popping that in the inner corner. And with my NYC liquid eyeliner, I'm just going to be winging this out. And with my Cara eyelash in Wispy, I'm going to be popping that on my eye. I'm just going to applying it to the bottom lashes, keeping the top lashes without any mascara. Okay, now that the brows are done, I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. I'm just going to be applying that all over the face. Rimmel 25-Hour Foundation. Just placing that to the back of my hand, a light amount because I don't want to go overtake my face, and I'm going to just be adding some mineral water just to sheer out the coverage. And with a flat foundation brush, I'm just going to be placing this painting it on my face. And with my beauty blender, I'm just going to be blending it out. I'm going to be putting my hair out of my face and on my forehead. And now I'm going to be concealing and highlighting with my Maybelline Better Skin Concealer. I'm just going to be taking it right here in the inner corners and dragging it downwards and putting my point right here and bringing connecting it to the other point, and we're basically making a triangle. And we're going to apply most of the product underneath the eyes. Now I'm just going in with a little bit more product. Highlight the bridge of the nose, the center of the forehead, the chin, and above the lip. And now with my Kat Von D palette, I'm going to be picking up the yellow shade and the beige shade. As you can see, my middle contour shade right here broke, so that's why I'm not lifting it. I don't want it to fall. I'm going to be applying that where I placed the concealer and the highlight. If you do not own this contouring palette, you really should, because it is such a great cool tone sculpting palette. Like, I think the other contouring palettes that are out, like Anastasia, Beverly Hills, is just a little bit too warm tone and defeats the whole purpose of contouring. So I would highly recommend the Kat Von D if you want to get a sculpted look. Taking the lightest cool tone shade right here in the contouring powder and just very lightly sculpting out my face. And for blush today, I'm using my Too Faced Sweetheart Perfect Flush Blush. This is in the shade Peach Beach, which is this pretty peachy shimmery color. Now I'm just going to be lining my lips with MAC Spice Lip Liner. Now I'm going to be using MAC's Kinda Sexy lipstick. Now I'm just going to be spritzing my face with some mineral water. And this is the completed look.